What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Stay in Motion podcast. What up, simps? Why are you laughing?
It was just like an abrupt pause in the beginning after you stopped counting down. I was just waiting for I didn't know if I was saying anything or if you were saying anything. So I was just like, please say something because I didn't want to talk and then you talk and it's a clash.
Well, we got it. So we might have 1 second of awkward silence at the beginning, but you know what? It doesn't matter because this is our first episode. It's not supposed to be perfect. We're just here having fun, chatting about random stuff that we want to chat about, and we're hanging out with the boys with the Simp Nation. What up, simps? Anyways. So guys, pretty much we have a pretty awesome show lined up for you guys. Anyways, first of all, we're going to introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Turbo. I'm a gamer. and that's over there. Who's that?
Hi, I'm Bopbop. I like to play games competitively, and I like talking. So this should be fun.
Hell yeah, man. So. I mean, honestly, I don't feel like I'm good at talking, but I feel like over the years, I feel like as I do this podcast more, I'm gonna get better at talking, and it's gonna help me with my content. So. Yeah, basically. So I guess the first topic that we were going to talk about was why are we doing this podcast? What's the whole point of it? So should I start or do you want to start?
Go for it.
All right, I'll start. So kind of the reason why I want to do this podcast is number one, because I actually listen to a lot of podcasts and I kind of wanted to just do one myself because why not? I'm always thinking about I always kind of talk to myself about just random things and I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Why don't I just make it a show? So that's kind of where the idea was born. I just want to talk and I just want to get my thoughts out there and just have some fun essentially. And we're dropping frames. God damn it. Dude. This is going, okay. You know what, whatever. Cause we're recording it too. So it's going to go up on YouTube and it'll be crisp and clean. There won't be any problems at all. But regardless, I want to do this podcast for fun and I want to do it as just a way to hang out with you guys every single week. Cause in my opinion, I think having something that you can do every week, just consistently is really cool because it gives some stability in your life. And just having that bit of stability can really make a difference, especially when it comes to mental health. So, it's kind of like a weekly thing and it's just, I don't know, it's something that I wanted to do. And so we're doing it. So that's kind of my reasoning for doing it. So what's yours? Bop, bop.
So I am a gamer and Turbo knows I play Valorant or any game that I'm trying to go pro in 8 hours a day. I don't have a break at all.
Oh yeah.
So I try to use this podcast as a way to get a little break out of my week from work and homework and stress from school and the competitive scene or sports from real life. Just get out the way.
Get out the way, bitch.
Just to talk and have a nice conversation with somebody or in the entire chat. Just to relax. Get my opinion out there because I don't know. I think I pretty good. I give some pretty good insight when it comes to gaming and stuff. I have a different point of view than most people. So I like to see it as in a creative way of just saying, there's my opinion, there's my word, and that's about it. I've never actually listened to a podcast. I just started to listen to the Logan Paul. I know.
Wow. Of course, dude.
Yeah, Mike on there is so chill. Okay, Mike, that's on there. Just released a book, and it was just, I don't know. I've been listening to him. He has a rough life and stuff. He came from nothing. Yeah. And then Logan saw an opportunity and gave him it, and so it's just been fun. Okay, I know you guys are not gonna go off on me, but that's just me. Hey, it is what it is.
Imagine watching a Logan Paul video, Kappa.
They're not bad.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No,
they're not bad anymore.
No, I saw that clip. I saw that one clip of that one person putting a mic in their mouth. Yeah. Anyways, that's the only thing that I've really seen from that show.
For on 420, they spent $2,000 on some fun stuff.
Bruh, that's
$2,000.
How did they just have a giant ass snowman? I don't even. How does that even? All right, yeah. I mean, holy that's insane.
Not a snowman.
I mean, like a snowman sized paper thing. I'm trying not to I'm trying not to get this demonetized. Yeah. I'm trying to be careful here because we don't want to get demonetized out here, boys. All right.
It's all fun stuff, dude.
It's all about
say fun stuff.
It's all about fun stuff, my dudes. Fun stuff.
That's it. Just fun stuff.
All right, so. And I guess, do you want to talk, I guess now our next topic is we're going to talk a little bit about our history on the internet and where we came from, where did we go, something Cotton Eye Joe, basically, that song.
Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about ourselves. Do you want to go first this time or should I,
Sure, you know what? I got this. So since we took off from my point of view and I like to play competitive games, so I didn't really touched. So I was always a console gamer, right? I know all of us always had a console before the PC because PCs cost so much money.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I used to play competitively like Madden tournaments at local GameStop, and I actually won. I started winning, but I wasn't good. Like it didn't make any sense how I was winning. I never played Madden in my life. I played a game called NFL Street before that. So I started playing like competitively Madden, and then what happened was I started playing football games, and I found Minecraft. My friend that I played football with played Minecraft, and so from Minecraft it just evolved. So I was at 9 years old, right? I was like, wow, this is really fun, you know. 2009, played Minecraft. Then around 2012, 2013, my friend told me to get this game called Counter-Strike, but I didn't play Counter-Strike. What are you doing?
I'm downloading an update for Animal Crossing, I guess. I was just showing that I'm a console gamer. Okay, proceed.
Okay. So yeah, I saw Counter-Strike when I was 12, but I didn't like it because I was 12 and I was playing Minecraft because Minecraft was the thing. You know,
Yeah.
all of us were playing Minecraft and it was just booming. You know, Tetris was out of the way, consoles were out of the way, Minecraft was the thing.
Minecraft.
Then around freshman year of high school, I found a game called Counter-Strike, and that's when internet actually like touched me. So I found out like, there was TeamSpeak. You know, I met them online. We started using Skype. Like that's usually around like I think 2015, 2016 is when I met Turbo and Gerg, and that involved me meeting Turbo, Crazy, Araz, Creeperman,
All the
just
boys.
our entire friend group. Missing 2 people now, so now it's just us 2, and Crazy sometimes comes around, but he's still around. And so after that, I competed competitively in Counter-Strike, you know, Battalion, Black Squad. Basically, if you think of like a competitive jock of sports, that is me. Like Summit 1G was my inspiration to streaming and everything. So I'd say thanks to Summit. Turbo also helps me with YouTube when I feel semi-inspired to make one video every year because I can't edit. Okay, I like making content. That's why I stream, because I like to talk. So I like to, you know, do stuff. So it's like everything revolves around me, but I can't edit for anything. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
I mean, I think
like
you're a
to
good
stream.
editor. It's just I just don't think you have like I just don't think you enjoy it enough to like really justify putting a lot of time into it. Because like
No,
I liked the last video you made. I thought it was really well made.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I did enjoy it. I mean, it was fun editing. And then I think of like other videos, and I think I have to keep one upping myself, and it just keeps getting more and more that I won't be able to upload on schedule because I'm not like a quick editor.
Yeah, it's really
So it's like,
overwhelming.
yeah, and well, you know, it's fun. I stream now, so if I get anything cool in streaming, like recently, I've been called a cheater on Valorant because
Oh yeah,
I got too big of a brain.
so many people
But-
think you cheat. It's kind of insane.
Last night was pretty cool though. Last night I had we had this 6 rounds in a row where I called the enemy's team strat 6 times in a row. My team wouldn't trust me.
Oh
It
my
wouldn't,
God.
I don't know why. And then after the stream, they just realized how I know that. It literally looked like I was cheating. Like all of them were quiet when I was explaining. I was just like, "You guys see that 6 rounds in a row was correct, and you guys didn't trust me."
You're just big brained.
I was big brain. So yeah, sum it up. I found gaming around age 15, a PC. I've been playing ever since competitively, streaming since I was 12, and YouTube with Minecraft. Found Summit back then. I've been a fan for about 8 years now.
Hell yeah.
And I met Turbo around 2015, and then that's how we do it.
I have
That's it.
I have a hangnail right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if I should
Oh.
rip it.
You know what, dude? You got this. Why, dude? Why would you?
I had to ruin it. I just got I just had to
Talk about yourself.
All right, talk about myself. So basically, ever since I was really young, I've just always been really into gaming, and I've pretty much just been a gamer my entire life. And like, I'm the vibe killer. But pretty much, yeah. So I was a gamer, I guess, since I was 2. When I was 2, I guess my dad introduced me to gaming, and he kind of got me into a couple different games. There was Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously. There was the original Doom, and then there was also Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, dude. That shit was that was the bomb, dude. That was so much fun because like you get to like, you know, it's like a boxing game on the NES, and it's just it's so good. I have so many memories of that game. But I've been a gamer since I was 2, and I pretty much played like SNES, like, and Sega Genesis. And then later on in my life, I started playing like Nintendo 64, and I got really into like Super Mario 64 and like Banjo-Kazooie and all those games. And that was amazing. Also GoldenEye too. GoldenEye was a masterpiece, one of the best first-person shooters ever made. And just as I got older, I just started, like, I think as I got older, I got an Xbox, then like a PS2, and like I've basically just been predominantly a gamer. I kind of put everything else on my life on hold just to play games, which I feel like has kind of held me back in a lot of different ways. But it's also helped me too, because I'm over here, I'm 25, and I'm like doing what I love for a living. I have a gaming related career, and I couldn't be happier. And I'm just super fucking. I'm super grateful. God, okay, well, demonetized. That's enough in the chat, but. I'm just incredibly grateful to be in the spot I'm in, because like I've been doing YouTube since 2007, and I've pretty much been trying to like, trying to grow ever since. Because I think I started off with like some Minecraft, no, not Minecraft. I started off with RuneScape videos, and then I played a bunch of random Flash games. I didn't have any commentary back then because I didn't have a microphone, and I couldn't really afford a mic. So I just kind of like, I uploaded these awful, terrible gaming videos of me just playing like Flash games, and they were not entertaining at all, but I uploaded them because I enjoyed doing it. And at that point, I pretty much just did it purely just for enjoyment. I didn't really do it thinking I was going to turn it into a career. And then about 5 years later, in 2012, when I was about 17, I think. So I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer. So when I was about 17, I was like, you know what? I need to start taking YouTube more seriously. So I picked up a Turtle Beach headset, and I started actually talking in my videos. And for the first couple of years, I was horrible at talking. I was horrible at just getting my thoughts together. Like, because in high school, I was really shy. I didn't really talk to that many people. I just kind of like stuck among my friend group. And I wasn't really like one of the talkers. I just kind of like, I was more of a listener my entire life. So I didn't really have a lot of experience with talking. But because I got into YouTube, it kind of helped me develop my social skills, and it helped me develop my talking skills. And just over the years, I've just gotten better and better and better. Like, I still don't think I'm very good at talking, but compared to like, I guess, like, I don't even know, like 10 years ago or whatever, like I was like, if I tried to have a conversation, then I was like, hey, hi, what, like, I don't even, it was awful. I was so awkward. I didn't know what to say. And I didn't have any social skills, but thanks to doing YouTube over the years, I've been able to develop my social skills. So I started in 2007. I started taking it more seriously in 2012, and I started doing more Call of Duty type content. And then in like 2014, I got into streaming on Twitch. And I think actually that year we ended up doing a 24-hour charity stream. And that was actually a really fun experience. I don't think I stayed up the entire 24 hours, but because I basically, so it was a 24-hour stream technically, but I had to like, this is kind of embarrassing, but like halfway through, it was like 4 a.m. and my parents were like, go to sleep, bitch, or whatever. Like they just told me to go to sleep essentially. So I went into my bed, and I was like on my laptop, just like I was streaming, but I wasn't really talking. I was just kind of playing like emulator games on my laptop. And it was so bad, dude. It was absolutely, it was atrocious. But I mean, after a 24-hour stream of streaming, I think we mostly played Titanfall, because that was when Titanfall was relatively new. We ended up raising $100 with only about like 6 or 7 viewers, like on average, which that honestly kind of blew my mind. The fact that we were able to raise $100 for a charity. But that also kind of made me realize that, like, if you're a smaller content creator, it's kind of hard to like, actually make a difference in the world. So right now I'm just trying to like, I'm trying to grow the community, and I'm trying to grow my channel so I can get to a point where we can do another 24-hour charity stream. I was thinking like around the time we get partnered, I might be able to do that. So I think once we get partnered on Twitch, we're going to do another 24-hour charity stream and raise money for some sort of charity related to like mental illness or like depression or whatever, like, stuff that, stuff that lands close to home. Cause like, yeah, I've gone through like a lot of like rough times in my life, and like, I want to do what I can to try to help other people who have been in similar positions. Anyways, though, so yeah, that's 2014. In 2015, I just continued streaming. At that time, I mostly just streamed like Black Ops 2 open lobbies. We did Michael Myers. We did Window Wars. Like it's like so many fun things. Like I have so many fond memories of those days. Like, oh, dude, like anybody from like 2014, 2015, you guys remember how much fun those streams were. We also did occasional, like, I guess, I need to drink some water. Hold up.
Yeah. I never actually had all those fun times like you. Like, hey, you're saying like all these mini games. Isn't it fun? I mean, it's funny though.
Okay, it was fun for a while, but I got really burnt out after like a month or two of doing it every day.
I never had the opportunity. I never did. I didn't. So like Turbo, he had online friends. So I never thought of online friends as online friends. Like meeting people online, but like, because I never like to see them at school, right? So when you play games, right, you want to see like the guys that you beat at school, like when you 1v1, or
yeah, and you
can
trash talk.
Yeah, they never wanted to be my friend because I was good at the game.
Yeah,
Like the same thing with GTA. They used to like, no offense, like I know like Turbo and I, we've been bullied before. I mean, there's a reason why we're gamers, right? We stay inside to play games, right?
yeah,
I don't think there's ever been a bully who's been consistently playing video games. I mean, most people that play video games as much as we do or as much as we watch is like we've been bullied. I know that's a lot of us have in common. If you haven't, you're lucky, but most have. And so that's why I kind of play video games as well, is because it gave me like a safe haven at home to where
yeah.
I can play anything and be fun, have fun, do anything I want. And it just happens. But you can go on with your Window Wars and your Call
Yeah.
of Duty.
Real quick
I
though,
didn't even get to have that.
when I was in school, I didn't really get bullied too much. I mean, I only had like 1 year where I was getting bullied by, I guess, by all the cool kids or whatever. I sat with them and they always like, you know, bullied me, but I hung around them because like they were cool and stuff and I wanted to fit in. And I mean, overall, I ended up becoming friends with them and they stopped, but it was pretty bad for a while. Like I remember one time I had a dream about like I had a locker partner basically, and he was like, me and him were pretty good friends. And basically, like one day, he just decided to switch lockers, and he told everyone my locker combination, and everyone started like, you know, basically opening up my locker and like vandalizing my stuff, and that was like a pretty like bad part. Like that was awful. Like I hated that. But luck, I was able to get a new lock though, and like, you know, resolve it. But that was just, I was always in fear. I was always like stressed out, like scared that like people were going to like, you know, like take my textbooks and throw them in the garbage can, and I was gonna have to like get new ones or whatever. Like it wasn't fun, and I had to deal with that for like I think several months before I actually did something about it because I was just too scared to do anything because I didn't want to be a snitch or whatever. But luckily, I only had to experience that for like 1 year when I was in school. I think that was grade 7, and just the rest of it was pretty cool. I had some friends, but obviously I had friends who kind of like at some points they treated me like pretty badly, but obviously I just stuck around because like I didn't really have anyone else to really talk to. And I remember just one day like they said something mean to me, and like I just I just broke down and I just started crying, like just in class, and I couldn't stop it. Like I don't know why, but those are just, I don't know, those are just some memories that I have of school. Anyways, back to 2015.
Wait, hold on. You got bullied that hard?
Yeah.
And
Well,
like
it was
your
by my
school never had videos of like anti-bullying, and if you got bullied, talk to the certain person.
I mean, they had those, but I didn't really think that was bullying. I thought it was just my friends just joking around, but it affected me like inside, and I didn't really.
If you're getting bullied even this hard, like Turbo has, please go talk to someone. Please do not let it continue. Bullying is not a thing. Okay. I was bullied. I wasn't as bullied about a Turbo, but kids used to try to pick on me. But I had a twin brother that was, so I was like, my brother was the cool kid, right?
Yeah.
My brother was the cool kid. Me and myself was just living my life, I guess. Like
you were the
I was
gamer.
all over the world. I was the gamer that sat inside, and I wasn't what you call like, puberty hit me late. So I hit it around like 16 and a half, right? I hit it like 17 years old. So I was always 5'2", getting bullied, and I was like Mr. Nice Guy. You know, I smiled everywhere I went. I was just nice. Then it just happened to, you know, I don't know. I was just always last pick for sports. Like even though I was like one of the fastest or one of the most athletic, or I was good at sports, just was always picked last because of who I was. I was a gamer. Now, finally, towards senior year, everyone's like, "Whoa, esports is a thing. Wait, you can make money off of this?" And then everyone starts looking at me like I'm a king now because I played Counter-Strike and I was good at it.
Look who got the last laugh.
Money off of video games? I don't have to go to 24-hour job at 7-Eleven or Walmart and saying that's bad, but I'm saying like I don't have to have a part-time job. I can play video games. And I was like, yeah, you could just be good and win a couple $1,000s, and that suits you for like a month, you know? Then the next month you win, or like there's tournaments every week, so you can win $1,000 a week if you wanted to, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like there's just so many there's so many more opportunities that weren't there like 10, 15 years ago, like before esports became big in North America. I know in South Korea, like StarCraft has always been huge. Like they have like multiple TV channels dedicated to esports, but like it's starting to grow in North America, which is awesome. And like the more it grows, like the more potential there is to have a career in it, and it's just a great thing all around. Anyways, let me get back to my life story though. So back in 2015, I think that's when I kind of like stopped. That's when I slowed down on streaming because I streamed every single day for like several months, but then I got burnt out and I just kind of needed a break. So 2015, I just started to like focus more on YouTube, and I didn't really get anywhere. And then in 2016, that's when I got my big break. I just uploaded the video randomly, and it blew up and ended up it got over 400,000 views in a couple months, which was insane at the time. Like before that, my most viewed video of all time had like 3,000 views. So it's like I went from 3,000 as my most viewed video to like 400,000, and it kind of like I was averaging about 30 views a video on YouTube. And then like after I uploaded that, I started getting like thousands. So it was kind of crazy. Like it was just overnight success. And I was so happy, but I didn't really know how to deal with I didn't really know how to like run my channel in a way that could keep that growth going. So it just kind of like, it went up and then it kind of like, and then it dropped down. And when it dropped, that's kind of where I hit one of my first low points in my life. Basically my dad was like he was like saying he was going to kick me out, and like, he was like, you need to start packing your bags and start thinking about moving out and stuff. And I was scared because I didn't have a good enough job to be able to support myself at the time. And I had all these dreams of being a YouTuber and a streamer. And I just that's because that's what I wanted to do with my life. And that's still what I want to do with my life. I still I want to be a content creator, which I am a content creator. So I don't know why I'm saying I want to be one, cause I literally am one. Like I'm living the dream, but
yeah, you are. And your dad doesn't realize it because he's so old fashioned. See, I tried inspiring my mom. So my mom, what you should have done was this. I'm not saying like you should have. I know, but I'm telling you like you should have. But the point was, so my mom didn't know about the internet, right?
Yeah.
So I started mobile live streaming with Facebook and like Live Me and all this other like streaming services on there. And so that's how I inspired my mom to know about the internet, right? So she started doing this thing called Live Me and made these connections for me. Bro, I streamed on Live Me and made $700 in a month.
Bruh.
Because my mom, I got her on the internet and she somehow made it money for me. I don't know how that came possible. Yeah, that's awesome. When she realized. She saw me in my room streaming, right? She's like, it's worthless. I was like, Mom, it's not worthless. I don't care if I have 5 viewers when I'm 14 years old playing Minecraft and having some guy tell me that I look like a fish. You know, I could care less. You know,
you look like a trout.
You should have showed your dad statistics, like numbers. Even if it wasn't your numbers, just be like, Dad, look at this guy. He sits in his basement named PewDiePie in Italy.
He's not in Italy. He's
in
the UK.
I'm saying was when he was in Italy with
oh yeah, I guess with Marzia for a little bit.
Yeah, with Marzia when he first met her. So he was recording in a kitchen, I think, or something like that. It was like a stove behind him. I think it was like bricks. So he was recording there, and he would make all this money. See, that's what I would have done. I would have been like, Dad, look, this guy literally doesn't even have a good internet, okay? And he's doing this. This is what I want to do. I'm not saying it's a full-time career, but I'm saying like if I can get this up, it could work. You know, you got to put your foot down on him because I know he's your dad and all, but just because he's your dad and your mom, they have to accept you for who you are. Because just remember, this is your life, you know? You gotta remember this is what you want to do.
I mean, I understand their perspective though, because they just don't want to see me fail and then like end up like homeless. Like they want me to like, you know, get a good stable career, because like that's the easy route. But I feel like this potentially, if it works out, it could be way better than like anything that could have happened. Like, because number one, I'm doing something I'm passionate about. I'm doing something I love doing. And number two, I mean, look at some of like the biggest YouTubers and streamers. Like if you can get that big, then you can basically, you're good for life. You're good for the rest of your life. Like you can retire young and like you can do everything you want to do in life. And also like, you know, maintain like, I don't, but the hardest part obviously is just trying to maintain a healthy relationship and like with the internet, obviously, because it's obviously good to like put in a lot of time and grind, but it's also good to take time for yourself and take time off. And a lot of people don't really realize that. And they just kind of like, they just grind themselves into like burnout essentially. And I've kind of done that to myself a few times, but now I'm starting to take it more. I'm starting to like be more strategic about the way that I make content, and I'm starting to upload like 2 times a week and then upload like 3 to 4 days or stream 3 to 4 days a week. And like, you know, I'm trying not to do it every single day. So I have some days, you know, to actually relax and, you know, recharge my batteries. You know, I have more me time essentially. So I just feel a lot better. And since I started doing that, I've been just overall a lot happier than, you know, when I was just grinding every single day. Anyways, though, so hold up. I'm just going to like finish my life story and then we'll move on to the next topic. So going back to, I guess 2016, so I made that video, it blew up and then it started dipping. And then I remember I was really like, I didn't know what to do at the time. And like, I ended up like, I went to my friend's house and it just kind of like, cause that was my first time actually going somewhere to hang out with people in real life since like I finished high school. So this was like, it was like 3 years since I've actually gone out to hang out with people. And it kind of like, it made me feel really good. It made me feel really happy. And I was like, oh my God, if I go outside and hang out with my friends, like it's genuinely actually a lot of fun. Because before, the reason why I didn't do that was because I had a minimum wage job, and I didn't want to spend an entire paycheck, or I didn't want to spend like an entire day's worth of work just to like go do one thing for like an hour. Like that, just like seeing a movie just didn't really seem very appealing to me. And then as I started like growing more on YouTube, I was able to actually like, go hang out with my friends and go watch movies and like, do cool things and like go to restaurants and stuff. Like that was honestly amazing. Like the fact that I had some freedom, and the fact that I was able to like go out and like hang out with the friends in real life, like that made a massive difference in my perspective of life. But obviously I only do it like, once every 3 or 4 months. So it's I don't do it that often, honestly. And I kind of wish I did it. Like, I wish I could spend more time with my friends in real life, but like, well, right now quarantine, so it's kind of not really possible.
Yeah, I haven't gone outside either, dude. I've done, God, I haven't been outside like 2 months. I mean, I had to move out from my apartment from Tampa, but it was, I don't know. It's hard to trust anyone because they make it so like bad because
Yeah.
it is bad. But it's like, I can't be around anyone. I don't know why. My brother has, I haven't, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary to trust people because, like, especially nowadays, on like on the internet, especially, like, you don't really know who you can trust because I've had some pretty bad encounters with people who I thought they were my friends, but they were kind of like two-faced, and they were just kind of like, they had more like sinister things in mind, basically, and they were just being my friends so they could like, like I guess try to get in bed with me or whatever. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean, right? Wait, they were trying to like become my friend to manipulate me essentially. And I got rid of a bunch of those people from my life, and it's been like, I don't know. I still one part of me still thinks that like, they're genuine people and they're just trying to help, but like I think they were also trying to take advantage of me. So like I just don't know like who to trust and who to believe like when it comes to stuff like that. But anyways, though, 2017 was my best year ever on YouTube, kind of, well, because I mean that's when OP skins was a thing, and that's when cashing out skins was like super common. So, it was, times are great. We were making gambling videos, doing all sorts of cool things. Like, I was getting lots of skins, but I was selling all those skins too. But then, like, I guess in 2018, OP skins kind of shut down. And after that, there weren't really any other sites that I could really trust. So I just kind of stopped cashing out skins. And I started focusing more on using my skins to help me make content. So that's kind of what I do right now. I spent 2 weeks trying to collect every single CSGO skin a couple months ago, and I'm really glad I did that, because like now if I want to do a video on any kind of inventory, like I can do it. I have the skins available and they're there. So like I don't know, I kind of shifted it from like, gambling content and selling the skins to like, I guess collecting skins, but using those skins for content so I can help grow the community. Because like obviously the thing about cashing out skins is it's a one-time thing. Once you sell the skins, they're gone. But the thing is, like if you make content, it can last more. Like for example, if I have a knife or whatever, I could make like 5 videos on it, for example. Like I'm not saying I probably would make 5 videos on a knife, but let's just say it just for an example. Like that would provide more value than selling that knife. And I would still have the knife after, like, after it's all said and done. So it's just, there's pretty much no downsides to doing that. So kind of right now I'm just kind of, I just do like skin-based content, and I want to try to expand onto like different types of games. Like I definitely want to do a Valorant video at some point, and I want to do like maybe a video on GTA or like whatever. And I just want to like expand and experiment and try different things. But the scariest part about being a YouTuber is the fact that like if you make one bad video, it could negatively affect your channel in a huge way. So anytime you try something new, it's kind of a risk. So, but I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, just do what makes you happy, essentially. And you might not grow immediately, you might not have success immediately, but at least you'll be happy and you'll be able to like stay on top of yourself until you can succeed.
But there's one thing that I wish you did that I keep telling you to do is, if you post it on the main channel and it doesn't really work out, you can just make a second one and just put not as much effort as you do on the main, but post it maybe like 2 times a week like the other one, because you already posted 2 to 3 anyway on the first one, then you just post 2 to 3 on the second one, and it's just everything, just funny moments, stream highlights, etc. And that can help even make a backup channel, because like this one and stuff, I can help make a backup channel for that. And then, it can help. Maybe if you make GTA content, because GTA roleplay right now is kind of huge. And if you make GTA content, that thing blows up, then boom, you have another channel. So
Yeah, I mean, the thing about running a second channel is, though, I've never been able to actually succeed with a second channel. Like, I've never been able to get enough of my subscribers from my main channel to come over to the second channel to where it was worth it. Because, like, I don't know, on my last channel, when I tried to do a Let's Play channel where I uploaded, I guess, 2 to 3 times a day, and that was probably my problem. But most of the videos got like maybe 2 to 3 views, when on my main channel I was getting thousands. So like.
But you told me, you're like, bro, I'm uploading this Let's Play. Bro, you just cut raw. It was straight raw content, no edits.
I mean, yeah, it was a Let's Play.
It
was a Let's Play. I mean, well, they were like 15-minute long videos. I just cut them up into like 15-minute chunks. But it was fun though. We were having like cool conversations. We were having fun. I felt like the videos were enjoyable. But like, anyways, so do you want to get into the next part of the podcast?
Second part.
Second part.
I'm gonna add one part.
By the way, do you mind if we like answer one question from chat?
Yeah, sure. Ask it.
This one's from Raphael Tab. So, if you got a big break again through, if you got a big breakthrough again, what would you do different this time? So, if I uploaded the video basically that went viral, what would I do different? So, I guess it just depends on like which video went. Like, if one of my skin videos goes viral or whatever, I mean, honestly, I'd probably like, at that point, I'd probably just double down on that kind of content and just kind of like try to ride the wave, but also try to incorporate like just different types of things. And also like, you know, try to promote like, you know, my other social media, try to promote the Discord more instead of just like, I don't know. I just need to figure out a better strategy for incorporating my like, you know, my Discord and like the community and my Twitter and everything into the content. So people will be more likely to, you know, follow me and like, you know, check out like my social medias. Because like, obviously a lot of people watch the videos, but a very small percentage of those people, you know, talk in the Discord or like, you know, follow me on Twitter. So like, that's pretty much what I would do differently. I would just figure out a better way to focus on my social media.
I had a big break last year with Crazy.
Oh yeah,
but,
you want to talk about that?
Yeah, but I didn't enjoy it. See, I'm a gamer, right, guys? Yeah, I might look like a TikToker, blah blah blah, but no, I'm a gamer at heart. You can even ask Turbo. I'd rather play 9 hours of Counter-Strike with Turbo Motion Z than go and talk to a bunch of 90% females on Instagram. So I had a breakthrough on Instagram with one of my friends, and it was an idea that he had that I helped push out of our basement into like reality. It became his reality. It wasn't my dream, so I did not care. Like, trust me, I have friends that are successful. Like, I have Turbo, like watch games. Like, we have like the small friend group that has blown up except me. I'm the only one in our group.
But don't worry, I'm trying to help you, man. I'm trying to help you.
That hasn't gotten fame anywhere. But it doesn't matter to me, man. I don't do things for fame, for one. If that's just a fun fact. All my friend groups, like I like, even we didn't even think Crazy would go anywhere. But this dude went somewhere with it, like some random idea that we just had together. And all my friends are just blowing up, even like friends that I live down here. Like, so I blew up in my city, right?
Yeah.
So I blew up. So even though I got like 20K followers, 30K, I didn't like it. So I deleted my entire Instagram because I just didn't like it. It was just like, because for one, at the time he was getting swatted. I was scared. I didn't want that in my life. Yeah, it was nice having, you know, having 90% girls following you on Instagram and stuff, but it's not really fun when you talk to them. So if you have a fun fact, if you ever get famous, it's hard to talk to everyone at once. That's one thing Turbo needs to understand.
Here's one thing: never meet your heroes, because it'll never, like, I don't know. Yeah, just because it'll never, like, because you think it's going to be this amazing experience, but it probably won't be. That's
perfect. That is the perfect explanation of what people did to me. People thought I was Mr. Super Nice Guy 24/7, but yet when I have my opinion, say like, no offense, like political views, but say that I'm moderate, like I'm in the middle, right? Yeah. Say that I had one opinion that Trump was doing very good on like some type of like tax form, right? People just, even if I put Trump in a sentence, I'd get hate. Okay, even if it was just normal. That's why I didn't also like having an Instagram like this, because you can't have an opinion when you have, like, see this gaming, no offense, but like, you know, PewDiePie can say this pretty, gamers in the gaming universe, we aren't what we call like the soft side of the world, right? There's no like soft part. We're not like soft gamers, you know. If we play FPS games, you're not really, we count it as like a soft mentality. So you can understand if I call Turbo, like, no offense, if I say I'm fat, he's not gonna be like, oh,
I can't believe you called me fat.
Stop. No, I'm just saying. So like, I call someone in, we're not gonna care as much. You're gonna talk crap back. You're gonna be like, you're stupid.
No, you're fat. You're fatter.
All right. So I'm saying, like, That's why I always wanted gamers. So what I should have done was with that 30K, if I had a breakthrough again, I should have evolved my Twitch, evolve around all that, have live streams again. I mean, I did that, but no one wanted me to play games, bro. Every time I'd go live, they'd be like, we just want to talk to you. They just want to be like this, like this. They want to just talk to me. It was just terrible. I don't know. If I had a breakthrough again, I'm hoping it's for gaming. I'm hoping I get a breakthrough in video games. Because right now, Valorant's looking pretty good. I'm pretty good at it. Streaming's been pretty decent. Getting called out by a hacker, Hiko. The CSGO professional calling me a cheater was pretty nice. I still haven't let that go yet.
Dude, you got to make a video on that, like straight up. Like that.
I don't think I have 6 hours of people calling me a cheater. Like, oh, 6
I mean,
like
but clickbait with Hiko because he's the most popular person. Like, so it would get the most views.
Someone's like, I don't think he's cheating. And then once I posted my Twitch, someone's like, see, I told you, the man's live. Why would he be cheating? Jason, I was like, I don't care. So
someone defended you?
No, yeah, someone defended me.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
He said hi to me. When I joined his chat, I was like, because I'd say a message in sub chat for 8,000 points. I was like, dude, that's so many points. But I had like 20K because I've been watching him on the background. So it's like, I was like, yo, man, it's Bob. He's like, what up, Bob? Welcome back. Why aren't you subbed? And then that was it. And then that's all I got.
Hell yeah, man.
So,
that's awesome.
If I blew up again, move that. If I had blew up again, I want it to be on YouTube or gaming related. I'll have like an editor maybe. I'm hoping. If any of you guys know how to edit, hit me up, dude. But yeah, I wish. Yeah, if I had to blow up, hopefully it's for video games, so I can take a second chance at fame instead of Instagram with a bunch of females that thought I was like super nice guy. That I can't have an opinion. That I was like them, because people watch you because they think they're you.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, I think that's why it's good to like do something you enjoy doing. And if you blow up doing that, then awesome. Because if you do something that you don't really enjoy doing just because it's an easy way to get clout, like it's not going to make you happy in the long run.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I understand. Like the people said in chat, yeah, congrats. I have some nice looks on my face. Cool. People they like to look at me. I understand that these girls that were following me wanted to talk to me because I was a cute guy. But I grew up in a life of me being bullied and stuff. So I never actually, fun fact, I actually knew I was counted as cute till as of like last year when I got my first real girlfriend in college. Britt, we can see it, her name is very beautiful, right? Very beautiful, should I say. But yeah, I didn't actually feel like loved or like cute until like last year. And and then I got clout and it was just like, then I was just like, wow, people actually like me. And then I was just, second chance at clout, video games. I want a gamer life. I want to go to I want to go to VidCon with gamers. I want to go to PAX East. I still want to do that with Turbo. I still want to go
cool.
out.
Yeah, we should meet up IRL one day.
Twitch cons, yeah. I mean, I met Crazy.
Honestly, I'd be down to go to TwitchCon one year. Like, well, obviously, first I need to get my passport though, but that would be really cool. Like to go to as my first like actual like adult vacation. Because
I'll go with you. I haven't had an adult vacation by myself. It's always been with my brother. I've never been anywhere without my mom or my brother.
I've only pretty much gone on vacations with like my parents or whatever, and that was pretty much it. Like I've never gone on any other kind of vacation like in my entire life, so I don't really know what it's like really like. But I mean, honestly, TwitchCon maybe next year or wait, actually, well, it's probably canceled this year, but next year if we're not in quarantine anymore, should we make it official, or at least try to make it official? TwitchCon next 21. Year. 2021,
which means I can. Well,
you can drink. I'll be 26. Yes.
I can try to get us into TwitchCon parties because I do have some connections to the Raj show still. Like I still talk from time to time. He's still. If you guys don't know Raj Patel, I was stream production for them. I messed it up by exposing a girl for cheating. That was my scandal back in the day. Should have done that. I ruined another opportunity for myself. I keep ruining stuff for myself. I was like self-sabotaging myself. But
trust me, I know I've self-sabotaged myself way too many times. And it's like,
I'm learning though, it's a life experience. You don't do the same things. So just shut your mouth.
Okay. At the end of the day, like if you make mistakes, like, hey, whatever, everyone makes mistakes. You just have to learn from those mistakes and improve as a person. That's all you can really do. That's all
you got to do. So yeah, I can try to get some TwitchCon parties and of course it's 21 and up. So I was never able to go anyway. So it's because you can't go in there unless you're under 20, because that's going to ruin the people that are hosting the party. So 21 and up, get invited, meet people, network.
I'd be down for that though. 2021 TwitchCon with the boys.
Even if they won't let us in, I'll just be like, we can just go out, have some pizza. Because spending budget like $500.
The main reason why I didn't go before was just because like I didn't really know anyone who was going to go, and I was just kind of scared to go by myself. But if I have a friend there who's going, like it would make the whole experience so much easier for me.
We can just rent like a huge room, like the.
Yeah, just rent like an
Oh no,
Airbnb or something.
Airbnb. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have maybe Crazy can come.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Just like a big old meetup or whatever.
Yeah,
And
because he's already there.
then
It's
Zero God
already in
said he'll
LA.
come.
Yeah,
Like if he goes to,
Cali.
I mean, yeah, Zero Gods. I mean, if we make it official, then hell yeah, dude. Like I don't, like it would just be cool. Like I want to meet a bunch of fans in real life. Like that's something that I've never done before, and I think it'd be like a really cool experience to actually meet some of you guys.
Yeah.
Who is Crazy? Should we explain it?
Yeah, Crazy. I'll say how I met him, and then you can see how you met him. Then after this, then we can move on to the next one. So how I met Crazy was we had a mutual friend. Turbo was also gonna say this. We had a mutual friend
Tomcat
named Tomcat 2048.
My dude.
So, Tomcat 2048 kind of jump started all of our streaming careers. Like
yeah, he just I don't know. He was kind of like the Motard 2K for like small streamers, basically. Yeah, that's like the best way to explain it.
Yeah, and we all envied a kid named Connor getting 15 grand.
Oh my! And he bought a car with that.
Yeah, so Tomcat paid Connor a car, and so we used to like revolve around Connor because most of us came from like Call of Duty and Counter Strike.
Yeah.
Right. So we used to play Counter Strike. Tomcat liked Counter Strike. He liked Call of Duty. He liked supporting streamers. So he donated to me like 300 keys and like $300.
Oh yeah.
And so I did an unboxing and unboxed like 5 knives. I unboxed a $400 Phase 4 factory new Karambit Doppler.
I did 100 keys like last week, and I got one pink. Or no, I got a bunch of pinks. I got no reds and no knives out of 100 cases.
I mean, like without him, with spending my own money, I unboxed a Flip Knife Slaughter and a factory new Damascus Steel M9 bayonet, which was my own money that I unboxed was the M9 bayonet factory new.
Okay.
Damascus Steel, which was like $500 at the time.
You're so lucky it paid off.
I didn't know it. I could cash out, so I gambled it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not saying about how old I was, but yeah, I was 18.
18, yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, Greg met us about back then, and that was it. So I met Turbo. Oh, yeah, fun fact. The first time I actually ever watched Turbo stream, it wasn't even him streaming. Okay. It was his voice streaming.
It was this cringy ass bullshit.
He was trying to create a theory.
It was a meme. It was a meme. All right, I was mostly doing it for the memes. All right.
Yeah.
This is a really long time ago.
Yeah, you were memeing. To them That's how I met Turbo. I met Crazy though through Counter Strike and him raging. It was Rage Crazy, and it was him going. He got banned from Xbox Live, and he was all over these fail things. He used to do IRL stream at him doing like this stacker machine and won a TV.
Oh, Crazy! I remember that.
Luck. He has like the best luck.
He does, yeah.
With everything, he's gotten live stream fails and has gotten like an exuberant amount of followers from it. Like he got like 10,000 from it.
Yeah.
Then the next stream he got a live stream wins, that he got another couple thousand followers from, which was the stupid TV he won. I don't even know. Did he smash it?
I don't even know. Maybe he still has it.
To it. Maybe he still has it. I don't know.
Maybe it's his monitor.
Actually, it might be.
It might be, right?
That's how I met Crazy, was through him raging and stuff. Then he sounded like a child then, so I was just like, oh god, I can remember all the things that we used to do, like gambling and stuff, and Counter Strike, and me carrying them, him and Araz, and we used to play like H1 and stuff. So we met him through a mutual guy named Tomcat, and that's how I met Turbo also. Yeah. And Turbo, how is you go?
All right. Yeah. So I kind of met. I'm pretty sure I met Crazy through Gerg's stream, but I didn't really start talking to him until like I think like 2015, 2016 ish. And I don't even really. I have a horrible memory when it comes to stuff. So like I'm pretty sure we played like just Counter Strike and a bunch every once in a while. And we just talked and hung out and just I don't know. He was just like one of my friends basically, and like that's all I can. I literally have such a horrible memory. I'm trying to remember like obviously I remember like the gambling stuff and all that and like Counter Strike, but like I don't really remember any of the details. Like, but should we explain like who Crazy is now?
I mean, yeah, I can give more insight since I was actually like with them. So Crazy now is an Instagram influencer going by the name of Bill Jensen. So he's opened himself up to that. I wish he didn't. I told him not to. But he, of course, people live and learn. So now he's like living in the semi-regret phase of his life. Like when you do that big move in your life. Yeah. And sometimes you regret the decision. So he's living the regret of coming out to who he was and exposing himself. which kind
But
of
I
helped him
mean,
dip down. But he's going back up now
but I
because
think it's
people like
I think
his
it's better
content.
than I think it's better though that he did it and not someone else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no one else was doing it. I mean, it was small
Yeah.
videos. So, yeah, but so his name is Bill Jensen now on Instagram. He runs the Christianity Hotline. He's a good friend of ours, and he's been losing weight. Jarrell and
Yeah,
him have
he's
been
lost
losing
a
weight
lot
together.
of weight. Yeah, definitely. He used to
Yeah,
be
they've been
like
losing.
he used to be like Chungus, and now he's like Bugs Bunny,
Yeah.
kind of.
Oh, not that skinny. I
Okay,
mean,
not
he's
that
like,
skinny. He's like
he's like,
half Chungus,
like
anorexic Chungus.
no,
No.
like, yeah. So Christianity Hotline, he's their mutual friend. He's the one that also
Wait, that's
blew
him?
me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he also was the one that blew me up at the time. I used to go by the name Keon, and so he does Bill Jensen now. It was him and I that did like, it was like a podcast kind of thing, but it was like a scripted event.
Bruh, Ziergods has been following him for months. Nice.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
let's go.
him. Yeah, so that's what happened. We had the mutual idea. That's what crazy blew up, and then he went to go big and famous, and then we didn't really, kind of made us sad to everyone because he kind of like dipped. Like
I
once he
mean,
went to LA,
he
he
was
didn't
just-
really talk.
I
about
mean,
it for
obviously,
6
like,
months.
he was just really busy with like. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I
6
he
months.
also didn't
dude,
have
not
his,
even
he didn't have his
message?
PC with him though for a long time, so I think that's why he didn't do it because he just didn't have his PC with him.
Yeah, but I mean, he had all this cloud too. So I mean, I can see you're going to famous parties and stuff, but you can't forget your friends.
Yeah.
But now he's back.
Well,
He's
he's back.
relaxing. You know, he's himself. You know, the good thing that came from him exposing himself was now he's getting loyal followers that enjoy his content. So it's
Yeah,
like content.
that is
it's
the
not
most.
like,
That is the most important thing.
yeah, it's not like forcing him anymore. It's content.
Mhm.
So that's it.
You want to move on to the second topic of the podcast now? Because we've been on the first topic for like almost an hour.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, hey, this is the first episode. I think it's
Yeah.
good to like open up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so the next topic is Valorant versus CS:GO. And should we open it up to the chat and let them like have some input or let them talk about it?
Sure.
Wanna do it?
What do you
All
guys think, chat?
All
Give
right,
us
so
some
chat.
insight and your opinion.
All right, so chat. So, what do you guys think about Valorant versus CS:GO? Like, which game is better? Are they both the same? Do you think Valorant is going to kill CS:GO? Do you think Valorant is just not going to like have any success whatsoever? What do you guys think? We just gotta wait for the chat to come up. So, do you want to talk about since you play a lot more Valorant? Do you want to talk about it first, and then I'll talk about it?
Yeah. So it's a very like specific taste.
Yeah.
Because you know the abilities, the game. You guys have to understand the gun plays the same as Counter-Strike, it's just without the spray control, like the tapping.
Yeah.
The only thing that's different is like the aim down the sights. Yeah, it's a bit different,
Mhm.
so it helps from other games. But I'm telling you right now, the gunplay that they just updated, so the recoil is the exact same as like Counter-Strike. So like
Wait, really?
the brrr, and then, yeah. So once you shoot, it goes from like instead of waiting half a second, you wait 0.3 of a second now.
Okay.
So yeah, and I could tell it's very like a very specific taste. It's a little bit harder than Counter-Strike because you add abilities, but it's kind of funny. Every game I've ever played, I've never ever been called a cheater. You know this by heart that I've never been known before. But now my brain works so much differently. It's like Valorant's a lot easier. So the map's a lot easier to time. Like it's a lot smaller, so you can go very slow or very quick depending on how it goes. And abilities is a lot to manage because it's like the utility, right? They use 2 smokes, 2 flashes, 2 nades, so you know if they already have them all. Like, you know, if they already have all the nades used or your utility in Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
And that's how I think Valorant's a little bit harder is because now you have healing, you have massive amounts of damage, you have different increases in damage. You have abilities that can self-heal. You have these nades that do 150 damage, will kill you instantly. You have these ultimates where you can shoot through walls.
It's so
So
OP.
I'm talking about, yeah, so I'm saying like it's you have to position yourself. So I don't know. I like Valorant.
Honestly,
But Counter-Strike was my life for
Yeah.
like 5 years, so I can't say it's better than it. Like Counter-Strike is the base
but
of everything.
But I think Counter-Strike helps condition you to get better at Valorant because it kind of gave you that kind of like, mentality, like that game sense mentality where you just kind of, you basically know based off of like timings, like when the enemies are going to rotate and like just so many different things. You can learn a lot just by playing Counter-Strike. And I feel like Valorant is one of the first games in a very long time that actually benefits from playing Counter-Strike because it's such a similar game in the sense that it's basically the same game mode. Like, there's the T's and the CTs. The T's have to go plant the bomb. The CTs have to prevent them or defuse the bomb, just like Counter-Strike. But that's pretty much where it ends. And then I guess also a lot of the weapons are the same too. There's like an AK. There's a M4A1S. M4A1S for on Valorant. Is it the Vanguard?
Phantom.
The Phantom. Okay, the Phantom. And then there's a Scout, there's an Op, there's the Deagle, and then there's the CZ, of course, as well, the SMGs. So there's a lot of similarities to Counter-Strike, but I think that's good because Counter-Strike is, in my opinion, the perfect esports like FPS game. Like I don't think anything in terms of like, you know, competitive comes even close to Counter-Strike, and that's why it's the king. That's why it's like the most popular like game on Steam. And that's why it's growing so much. Well, also because of quarantine too. So but Valorant, honestly, so I started getting into the game. I tried to play it a couple weeks ago. I didn't really enjoy it because, well, number one, I was trash at it. But recently I started getting more into it and I started playing it more consistently. And honestly, I've had a lot of fun playing it. Because like once you learn the game, once you learn the mechanics, once you learn the maps and like the abilities, it's just so much more enjoyable. So if you just play the game like once or twice, you're probably not going to enjoy the game because you just don't know how to play it yet. Like, it's fun once you actually learn how the game plays, it becomes just so much more fun. So I would highly recommend, if you have access to Valorant, I would highly recommend just, if you don't enjoy it, just keep playing it. Like try to play it for like a solid week. And after a week of playing, after you've played like, you know, once you're ranked and like all that, once you've played like 50 to 100 games, and if you still don't like it, then yeah, you probably don't enjoy the game. But honestly, like, because I didn't think I would enjoy the game, but I genuinely do, because it's kind of like Counter-Strike, but there's more dynamics to it, obviously. There's like all the characters with their abilities. And then obviously, I think it's like also faster paced too, which is good because I enjoy a nice fast paced game. Like, dude, when I play Call of Duty, I don't play Battle Royale. I play normal multiplayer, and I love playing Shipment on like Modern Warfare, dude. It is a blast. So I'm just I don't know. I just like playing super fast paced games, and Valorant is kind of like a faster paced version of CSGO, in my opinion. And obviously, I play both games, and I can like, you know, I think they can both coexist, but like, I don't think either game is going to kill the other one.
There's one thing I like to add though. So as a player, both like, so I play the competitive scene with Counter-Strike. I've been not like top tier team play in Counter-Strike. Trevor knows I've been competing in the top tier, like pugs wise.
Yeah.
Like level 10 face it, high rank A. I didn't get to really qualify or have the chance to qualify rank G because I never was that inspired to go that distance. I played games like, you know, Battalion, you know, other games that have tried to kill Counter-Strike that had a good possibility, but just like every other game, like how Realm Royale was to Fortnite, was supposed to kill the game, but of course all the devs always make the key mistakes. Now, what I like to see in Valorant is if they see, but the one thing is that Valorant has over Counter-Strike, or they both have in common, is the dev support and communication.
Yes.
They always add something stupid and then they fix it. The R8, the jumping deagle, both fixed, which makes no sense. Why Valorant comes out, CSGO goes, we need to add something new to the game. 100% jumping scout deagle, dude. Insane
Yes.
amount of why is your first go-to? Valorant comes out, let's add something stupid. Jumping deagles. 100% actually at peak. You know, I know as a CS guy for 5 years of competing, that was, other than the R8, that would have been the most stupid thing that CSGO's ever added, though. Because Valorant hasn't had that stupid thing added yet because they haven't made a mistake. The only mistakes have been like the glitch errors that's in beta.
Yeah.
So you can't give that excuse. It's been developing for 3 years. I think maps should be better. I don't know if you watched the video on the map, how it's created. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't. No.
So the video, so you CSGO, right? There's beginners, intermediate,
do you think we could watch
advanced. Yeah, well, it's a long 30-minute video.
I mean, we could like skip through it and like just show different parts if you want.
Here, let me get it for you. So it was Summits explaining here we go.
Like, we could just watch parts of it, obviously.
Here, this is Summit's overview on it. Let me find the original video.
But I guess in the meantime, while you're doing that, I guess I'll talk about some stuff as well. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Valorant is going to succeed just because it's made by Riot Games, and they're known for their support. Like, they're known for supporting their games for a very long time. I think the reason why a lot of those games kind of die is just because like the developers don't really support them well enough, or they add way too much BS. And I think Riot Games, like they ran League of Legends. I think, isn't League of Legends like the biggest esports game in the world, or wasn't it for like a long time?
It is the biggest.
Or it
still.
is, yeah.
Other than, so it goes League of Legends, because it was Dota up the top with StarCraft.
Yeah,
Yeah. So then send this random game. Oh, League of Legends comes out of nowhere and then just gets on top. So it's still up top. Then it goes Dota. Then it goes Counter-Strike.
By the way, 3 stars 1. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it, man. All right, sorry. Okay, anyways. So this is the video. Is there any like specific timestamps that we should like specifically go over?
So the one that you can go over with that you can check is around 35 seconds.
All right, here, give me a second.
If you want to show them. I can help explain it to you. So
Okay.
the beginners, number one is like a paintball map. I don't know if you're there
Valorant.
already or not.
So paintball. So just give me some timestamps if you can. Like
Yeah. So 35 seconds
35.
shows the 3 map selections.
Okay. So
Now,
hold up. This is
Three
kind of
is
scuffed.
4.
Give me a second. This is kind of scuffed.
that's all right.
There we go. Theater mode. Okay, sweet. So essentially, this is the whiteboard test. So I guess so these are just different types of maps essentially.
Yes. Now, as we go on, it helps explain that. So beginners, like a paintball map, like you have just random stuff spread everywhere. Like there's no art style, there's no actual strategy to it. It's just everywhere.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
Counter-Strike
put everything together.
is an advanced and expert because those are map creators, right? So like they've been doing this for a long time. Where do you think in that entire list, the beginner to expert, would you put Valorant?
Hold up. Give me 1 second. I have to hold up 1 sec.
Oh, great. I'm gone.
Yeah, you're go. Oh boy. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, I'm fixing it right now. It's all good. It's all good. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. And it is. Oh god, it's not fixed. And it is fixed. Okay, we're good. Okay. All right. Woo. Let's go. Anyways.
So, and it's along the line, Turbo. So you have Counter-Strike, the more fun maps with expert. You have curves at different elevations that are like equal to the map's time, like speed of the map.
Yeah.
And like Cobblestone, great maps. You love playing on Cobblestone because there's so much great detail in it. Everything is evolved around intermediate for Valorant. There's only one probably high level on the map, like probably 2 to 1, 2 high levels on the map. There's no inconsistency. There's no ramp ups. There's nothing. It's just plain plains.
Does that just make it easier to play or easier to get into?
Yes, easier to play, but less fun because it gets repetitive. Because you have nothing to like. There's no other routes.
Oh,
you just have flat plains everywhere. You go plane, ramp, plane, and it's not as fun.
So so hopefully they add like more like advanced / expert kind of maps in the future as well.
If you go to 122, it shows off Dust 2.
122.
Yep.
Okay. Wait, Dust 2.
Okay.
Or do you mean the map on? Do you mean Split or whatever the map is?
No. 122 should have a map of Dust 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see it. Okay. Yeah, I see the map on Dust 2. Okay. So I can see it's kind of like a 3-lane map. There's like mid lane, and there's long, and then there's like tons, and then they all kind of like lead to different areas. And then do they also compare it to like a Valorant map as well?
Yes. If you go to 335.
All right, 335.
You see how that difference between this. So at 335,
it's so zoomed in.
Yes, that's it. That's the point.
Okay.
So you see the maps here, right? So have the same layout as Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
But why do you have wasted space and spawn of a 7-foot or like a 30-foot long thing back and forth of wasted space? And look, why do you need that little rivet cutting it off? Why not having a tunnel through it, you know?
Oh yeah, like what if they had like so if it was CS:GO, there would be like a center kind of lane that could go to either A site or B site.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's intermediate, and that's why it's gonna be less fun, is because there's only 2 ways you can go. There's not really a helping hand.
It's not as dynamic as like Counter-Strike, for example.
No. Okay. No, that's why key things get repetitive, and I can see why. And if it is overhyped, I mean, so far it hasn't really been that overhyped. I mean, people enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
I think it's repetitive. As a person that plays it 8 hours a day still.
Oh yeah. I mean, you play 8 hours a day, so I mean anything would be repetitive. And there's also 3 maps too in the map pool.
Yeah, and there's only so many characters.
Yeah.
So they haven't really that much stat design. You know, there's not really an incentive to play. Like there's like contract. There's not really a battle pass.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all personal preference. And now like the gunplay is almost the exact same except the spray control is this one's just like bursting. And aiming down sights. The movement, there's B-hops in both games. There's even surfing.
B-hopping is so easy in Valorant.
Yes, it is.
But it doesn't really give you any benefit though, really, other than making you a harder target.
Yeah, and yeah, you have consistent speed. There's some game-breaking bugs right now and glitches with super speed with Jet's ability. You could B-hop with ultra-light speed. They're still balancing the economy. They're starting to learn the game. But yeah, I think right now Counter-Strike is still the foundation to it.
Yeah. Because
if you get good at Counter-Strike, you can get good at I think at any game. No offense.
By the way, Fish said we're all solo queuing to Valorant on Valorant right now. Yeah, I mean I think that's a really cool idea. Like I actually want to try to do that too myself. Like I think I'm either bronze 1 or bronze 2. And so I want to try to go from like bronze all the way up to Valorant. So that might be a series that I might start doing like weekly on Twitch. So how many of you guys would want to see that? Like a series where I just, I play Valorant, and it could be like a maybe a bi-weekly series. So every 2 weeks we upload it. So, every 2 weeks we have a video on like, Turbo Road to Valorant or whatever. So we're not exactly going to have like a lot of Valorant content, but it'll be like, every 2 weeks we'll have like one video. And if people want to watch it, awesome. If they don't want to watch it, then hey, whatever, it's all good. But because I don't think there's anything wrong with Valorant, I feel like the only people who really hate on it are just people who don't really understand the game and they haven't really given it a fair chance. Like, because it just seems like they're just kind of like ignorant and they just don't really understand. So they just want to hate on the game just because it's something new and they're scared of it or whatever. But I think it's good. And I also feel like it's going to force Valve to kind of support the game more. Like CSGO, if they want to be able to compete with Valorant, they're going to have to like increase their support and they're going to have to like improve the game in so many more ways. Number one, they'll need to figure out more ways to improve the anti-cheat. Number two, they need to upgrade the game to Source 2 because I think that'll also help with the anti-cheat and it'll also make the game hopefully more stable and it'll just, hopefully, change the game in a way that won't change the core game, but it'll make it play better potentially or improve optimization. And those are pretty much the only 2 points. Just, those 2 things like anti-cheat and then Source 2. If they do those 2 things, then that would be huge for Counter-Strike and that would really help it. And also I guess 128 tick servers and matchmaking, that would be really good too. But I don't know if they would ever do that because it's Valve. But I mean, if they want to, like if Valorant gets really popular and Valve has to, they have to do something to compete, it's gonna like, it's good. It's basically, it's better for everybody. Like the only people who are gonna win is the community, the gamers, us. We're gonna win. Like, so like there's nothing bad. Like competition always leads to good things in my opinion. So I think it's good that CSGO finally has some competition because it'll force them to actually, put out some really good updates. It'll actually force them to make some progress and, make a better game for everyone. So yeah.
And Valorant, though, the reason why, I don't know, Valorant's a little bit better is they have a growing AI anti-cheat program that learns what cheats is over time.
I mean, CSGO has that too with VACnet, but it doesn't do like a perfect job with it, obviously. But I think it's hard, though, like when there's so many people making cheats, it's really hard to combat that because they're always going to try to find ways around the system. Like no matter what.
Oh, that's why you have an AI that learns.
Yeah, I mean,
that learns that like the same motion like this. So like if you're aiming right here, let's give a live example. I know people that are, if they're just listening, they won't be able to see, but just understand. So there's a thing called soft aim, right?
Yeah.
In Counter-Strike, which a lot of us higher skilled players in like globally in 10 mans when people used to cheat used to have. So you have soft aim, so which goes like this. You go like this to the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
A nice flick would go like this. Like you see the whole motion, but a snap is like this. So you go from here. I just imagine like nothing's in between. A hack is like this. It goes, think,
boom, instant. Like there's like
instant,
no
like,
human
no, like,
reaction.
Smooth transition.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Like you see, like pros flip.
So,
they go
here. Let me show it on Discord. So it'd be like this would be like a flick, and then or this would be like a human, like going from left to right, and this would be like a bot, like just instant, and just pretend like there was like no delay whatsoever.
Zero delay.
So like this is a person. This is a bot. Boom, boom, bot. And it just it always lands on the head every single time. Well, depending on how it's coded.
The soft aim grab, which like some people think Flusha uses.
Flusha.
It's just good. Like so the AI is just to learn like those little subtle movements. Like if it grabs it like this, if it goes like this really quick, and it's not like smooth to the head, or if it's too smooth to be a human reaction, it'll set off an alarm like woo 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 woo. This isn't supposed to be happening. So that's why I think the anti-cheat in Valorant's probably going to be better than Counter-Strike's in a couple years' time.
They should just let Vac take the wheel and let Overwatch, if considered innocent. Oh, wait, they should just let Vac take the wheel and Overwatch, if considered innocent, then they would get unbanned. So if people suspect you of cheating, you should just be banned based off of just an assumption, essentially, based off of like what the bot, like what if the bot is wrong though? Because like I feel like that would be really stressful. Like if you play legitimately and you have one good game and you get banned temporarily and you don't know if you're going to get unbanned, like I feel like that would take a toll on people. Like that would be super stressful. Like I don't know.
He said then you go to Overwatch to prove innocent.
Okay, so but I don't know, but
you get banned.
But then you have that time where you're banned though. but then you can get unbanned. But like, what about like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that would help with like, you know, people who are genuinely cheating, but people who aren't cheating, like that would be just, I don't know. Like if that happened to me personally, I would be I would be so stressed out. Like I would be scared. So like, oh my God, did I lose my account? Like, am I going to get unbanned? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So I feel like that might be going a little bit too far.
I think that might be.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up, Twitch chat?
What up, Twitch chat? We're moving on to the next section of our stream, just answering your questions, hanging out with you guys. So what up? And by the way, this will be going in. So kind of the way that this is going to work is we're going to stream it every Wednesday or whatever day. If we have to reschedule it, we'll let you guys know on Twitter and we'll let you guys know on Discord and just everywhere.
Yeah.
So we're going to stream it on Wednesday, and then I'll probably upload it maybe. Well, I have a video that I have to upload on Saturday, so I might upload this on Monday or something. So it'll be a little bit before it's uploaded, but you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. And it'll be a nice long video for you. So if you weren't able to watch the whole thing, you guys can go back and rewatch it or re-listen to it. And even if you did watch it, you can just go listen to it again because yay, watch time. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, hey, we're going to have these and we'll have a playlist. So it's kind of something you can like listen to while you're gaming or something you can listen to like while you're just, you know, doing whatever, or you can just physically watch it if you want. Like, I don't know. We want to make this a weekly part of our routines. And we hope that you guys also make it a weekly part of your routines. Cause like, if you guys support the podcasts, we'll be able to like keep doing them pretty much indefinitely. Like as long as you guys continue to enjoy them. So anyways, I like Wednesday's pretty good. By the way, Egg, thank you for the 5 bits, man. I am the best Scottish person ever. Or am I the best Scottish person ever? I've got to say yes. Like, yeah, exactly right. Bopbop, buy a nano leaf and put it behind you.
Wait, is that really a bop?
Yeah, that is bop. Do you remember how I was spamming that yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant.
I was just saying bop bop.
Oh.
Just type bop in all caps.
You actually just put it up there? Like, I mean, that's a big white wall. I got nothing here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a nano leaf would be I'm kind of thinking about maybe getting a nano leaf and like putting it behind me as well, but I don't really know if it would work though with my room. I mean, maybe, right? But I mean, it's an idea.
Yeah, we are planning. A question by Lutz Alt said, are you guys planning to add more people because that would be super cool?
Yeah, definitely. We want to have guests. Like, I don't know if we'll have maybe at some point in the future, if we find someone who'd be suitable to be a third host, maybe a content creator or someone who can be consistent. Obviously, I think we should pick someone who has a good quality camera, a good quality microphone, and, you know, someone with a good voice. Because if we find someone like this, like, no one's going to want to listen, like, right? So we need someone with like, you know, a nice voice and like, you know, just basically a YouTuber essentially, or a Twitch streamer or whoever. But we'd be open for like a third host. And obviously we want to also get guests on in the future too. It'd be kind of cool. Like, I think we should start off with maybe 1 guest at a time. And if, depending on how it goes, maybe we could like try 2 guests every once in a while. But like, because that's one of my favorite part about like podcasts. You can bring people on and just have discussions and you can interview them. And like, there's so many possibilities. So dude, I would 100% be down though to have guests and everything. 100%. So do you want to talk a little bit about like who would your dream guest for the podcast be?
Dream guest?
Dream guest. Like, if you could get anybody, who would you want on the podcast?
Anyone? Ah, man, here. Let me go deep, shovel down into my thing. So I would like to get someone from the one people that I used to always watch was the Yogs cast.
Oh yeah, I've seen a few other videos. I remember the credits.
I enjoy them. So the people that are most likely probably Epic Meal Times.
Harley.
Well, yeah, Harley.
Oh, dude,
yeah, just have them on, and we just have food or Moist Critical.
Oh my God, Critical! That would be epic to have Critical.
Yeah, Moist Critical on. Just be like, yeah, man.
What's up, everyone? Dude, I've been watching his videos since like 2010, since he was on Equals 3 back in the day, and like, dude, his content has always been good.
Yeah. Who else would I want? So I'd want Moist Critical, Harley, and then of course PewDiePie. I mean, I know that's really unlikely, but I like food, so maybe Matt Stoney.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, like we could talk about food with him.
Yeah.
Yo, what's your favorite kind of burrito, bro?
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay. Oh, that'd be what? Okay, I'm trying not to swear.
Gordon Ramsay.
I don't even want to do a Gordon Ramsay impression because I know I'm gonna say the F word. I know 100% I'm gonna swear.
So, yeah, that's about mine. Probably someone from maybe Summit. You know, of course, that was me my first choice. Cool. But Summit doesn't really do podcasts, so it's like maybe just like maybe a 10-minute segment where he just comes on and says what he thinks about recent events.
That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe Mr. Beast.
All
maybe.
50 members of FaZe Clan.
FaZe Clan right now is in some drama.
Oh yeah, there's always drama.
With FaZe Banks owning a gambling site.
Dun dun dun.
By the FaZe Clan CS:GO team.
Dun dun dun.
Allegations. Those are so-called theories.
So yeah, just allegedly.
But
we're not going to talk too much about drama on this stream. It's more about just having fun and talking about the good things in life, basically.
Yes.
Talking about the positive, the happy things, because obviously, quarantine can get you. I know quarantine's rough on a lot of people. It's been rough on me especially. So just having a good, awesome, friendly, happy podcast where we talk about cool stuff, like that can help take you away from the stress of life for maybe an hour to 2 hours every week. That's kind of the goal of this. We want to just we want to have a cool show that you guys like listening to that's just fun and lighthearted, and it can help take you out of if you're having a bad day, hopefully it can cheer you up a little bit. But anyways, dream guest for me, maybe Anomaly or and this is more realistic maybe. I could ask in the future, maybe I could ask Sparkles if he wants to be on the show. Cuz I wouldn't say I'm really good friends with him, but I'm friends with him on Steam, and anytime I have any kind of anytime I need a YouTuber to talk to for advice, I ask him, and he's just always he's super friendly and he's super nice, and he always helps me when I need it. And I don't know, I think it'd be really cool to have him on the show and just talk to him about different things like CS:GO, skins, Valorant, watch games too. I think that's more realistic because I could message him after the show and be like, hey, what's up, watch games, you want to be on our show, or you want to be a guest on our show? And I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen by me asking, right? If he doesn't want to do it, he'll say no. If he wants to do it, he'll say yes. So I think I might actually do that after the stream. I'll ask Watch Games if he wants to be a guest on our show. Maybe not next week, but maybe in a couple weeks. I'm trying to think who else?
Who's your dreams, bro?
My dream, PewDiePie. My dream is to get PewDiePie on the show. PewDiePie, Ninja, or Shroud.
Joe Rogan, dude.
Yeah, my dreams are ridiculous. All right.
Your dreams are huge.
They're huge, the biggest content creator.
Nice. I've heard from yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, you played as Shroud.
I got swiped, bro. I was so scared. You guys understand? I'm very confident in my skill, but I wet the bed. I wet the bed. I ultimately pissed myself.
Oh yeah, Pimp would be an awesome guest. Yeah, I'd be down to have Pimp on the show. Question: what is the end goal of this podcast? What are you trying to get it on Spotify or Apple Music? Not really at the moment. Maybe in the future. The goal is just for you guys. Honestly, the goal is for me personally is just to have fun and just have a place where I can just talk to you guys for a couple hours every week, and it's just it's just a part of my routine. Because for the last I don't even know since I finished high school, I haven't really had a routine. I haven't had anything that I did on the regular. Everything has just been kind of pure chaos. So having one thing that can kind of hold me down in place every week is definitely going to help a ton with just me being a lot happier. Because, I have a little bit of stability in life. So.
Yeah. I'm doing it because it's just, I haven't really had any, the same thing with Turbo. I don't have anything. I just had to repeat it every single day of the week. So now I get to tell people, yeah, I have a podcast on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Simp Nation.
Simp podcast that I do on Twitch.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's about to be cool. Because we're gamers, we're talking about video games. Oh, yeah. So we're going to try to do. It's the first maybe 3 podcasts where we kind of scuffed.
Yeah, because we're learning, we're figuring this out. This is we just kind of one day. So we were actually talking about doing a podcast several months ago, and we never ended up doing anything about it because we didn't really take the steps. But I guess about a week ago or whenever I just came to you and I said, hey, what's up? Want to do the podcast this week? And then we actually did it because I kind of realized over the years that if you want to do something, you can't just say, I'll do it tomorrow. You have to, if you want to do something, you have to start right now, literally right this second, if you want to actually follow through and do it. So we hopped on Photoshop, we made the overlay, and we made it official. And that's what we did.
Now we're doing it.
So any more questions from the from the Twitch chat? Any more questions? Because we'll answer pretty much. We've been going for an hour and 13 minutes already. So, and honestly, I feel like I could go for another 45. I think we could easily hit the 2-hour mark today. But or we could just, we could do I don't know. I guess it just depends.
An hour to 2 hours is always nice.
Yeah, because we don't want to keep it going for too long, but we want to make sure it has the perfect length. So when it's time to end it, we'll end it. Why are you so bad at CS:GO? You can barely get kills. Well, dude, number one, I grew up as a console gamer relying on aim assist, so I never really developed good aiming skills, and I developed really horrible habits, pretty much, because I used controllers and there's aim assist and stuff. So I didn't really get into PC gaming until around 2012. So that's kind of when and that was when I was pretty much almost an adult. So like I just kind of got into it late. So that's probably why I'm so bad at first person shooters, just because I've only been doing it for a couple of years. Well, I mean, like 8 years or whatever. That's still a long time, but like,
yeah, only 8 years, dude.
I mean, but there's some people who have been like, if you play PC games, like when you're a kid, like Shroud, for example, when he was a kid, he used to play like at LAN parties with his dad all the time. And he was always playing PC games. So that's how he developed his insane aim, because he started really young. So if I ever have a son or a daughter or whatever, or probably a son, because I don't know if I don't know. Or if I ever have a kid, basically, I want to get them into esports. I want to get them into gaming, or at least I want to try to, if they enjoy it. And, I want to help them develop their gaming skills at a young age, so then that way they might be able to compete at the highest level. Because, yeah. It's kind of like, getting your kids into like football at a young age, or soccer or whatever, so they can become an NFL player or like a FIFA player. I don't think it's called FIFA.
No, that is what like the soccer is.
Yeah,
it's like the FIFA, what we call Football's International blah 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 Association. I don't know. If I had a kid, I kind of want them to go. I don't want them to like pressure them to go like my route, because my route was to go pro in Counter-Strike. Go pro in a game, make enough money and invest. So I mean, that's what if I had a kid, maybe I would show them esports and be like, yo, this is fun. Pooping on kids in video games, make them get pissed and call you cheaters, really fun. It's like it's really cool sometimes to be toxic, but future things to do in the podcast. We are going to be talking about like new events with like Intel versus AMD and stuff, and like if like huge things come out, like the 3000 series is coming out soon.
Yeah.
As well as the new Assassin's Creed with amazing graphics is coming out.
Let's go for the next gen consoles, right?
Yes,
dude,
and PC.
Let's go, boys. I'm kind of excited. Like, I never really got into Assassin's Creed, but I might actually give this one a shot.
Yeah, we can do a tech talk for a good chunk.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm down. By the way, so Raphael Tab said this whole podcast thing is really epic. Maybe you could add a podcast suggestions channel in the Discord for suggestions related to the podcast. I would be down for that 100%. Like, to add like a little, like, a section. Or what if we had a entire section of the Discord dedicated to the podcast? Like, what if we had like, a chat where you can talk to us, like, or whatever. I don't know. It's just kind of an idea, and I need to actually, we need to actually do something about it, but. Like, yeah. It'd be kind of cool though, like if people could like suggest like topics or suggest things for the podcast, because like obviously we're just two people, like we can only do so much. So if you guys want to help us with topics that you want us to talk about or cover, then that would be awesome actually.
Oh, what we can do is we can start incorporating into the server. Like we can make a VC channel where people can come listen, and we could do like an after podcast type thing where people come ask questions like in VC.
Yeah, but we have to make sure like we would have to like put some really crazy like limits on it, or we would have to make it so like nobody can like just come in and troll. Yeah. So we would have to like only allow trusted people in.
Yeah, that'd be a thing. But yeah, we are gonna do like game reviews, tech. Like we do want to implement a segment. Like once we start getting like more podcasts going, we see like some support. We want to do it more than once a week. That'd
be kind of cool. Yeah, like maybe like a normal show and then like an extra show. That'd be really cool.
I see Joe Rogan goes Tuesday to Friday. That's what, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's four a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you could do like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then have like a bonus on the weekends, like Saturday or Sunday, where we just play games and review them, or the tech.
But I think for now, we should keep it to like one show a week, though. Like, in the meantime, because I feel like that's just better overall.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, depending on like, if the podcast blows up and we get like, I don't know, 10 billion watchers a stream, Kappa. Yeah. I mean, maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we could like interview someone like every stream or every like show, maybe kind of like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Oof. Dude, I'm really awkward. I'm sorry. I'm just like,
well, because you haven't done this before. Yeah. I mean, I could talk to people for hours. Like I told you, I did like mobile live streams and just chatting. And for like at least a good like 7 months straight, and so that's like every day for like 7 months, or like at least 3 months straight. I did it every day,
mm-hmm.
and So yeah, I could talk for a long time on just rambling and rambling about my point of view and stuff. But I don't know. People watch you for you, so you just got to be yourself. That's all you
Yeah.
got to do.
I mean,
Like Mr. Lou said.
I try to be myself. By the way, I'm Treats. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I mean, honestly, I try to be myself, and like I'm a little awkward, so I guess I just need to embrace it. Like I need to embrace the fact that I'm a little awkward, because you know what? That makes me more unique. That makes me different. That makes me stand out. That makes me me. Yeah. So just don't be ashamed of who you are. Be happy with who, or at least try to understand who you are and use that to the best of your ability. Basically, like don't be someone who you're not.
Yeah. Like just to give a little heads up, like what Leo said, he said, I think there are enough tech talk podcasts, and many of them are really knowledgeable. And Leo wants to know, hear from us and from our guests, what our areas of expertise in that area. Okay. I mean, I do research my own. Like Turbo doesn't like AMD at all.
I don't mind AMD. I don't hate.
I tried convincing him
I used to hate.
These CPUs were amazing before they came out, because these things that they were showing were insane, and they did come out. And they're insane. They are 10 times better than Intel right now.
I mean, because I had an AMD CPU and it was really bad, but it was like a really old one. But I know Ryzen has improved, and I know at the moment actually, especially for bang for your buck, AMD is the way to go. Like you basically it's cheaper, isn't it more powerful too? Like don't you get better performance on most things?
Yes.
But obviously, but there's some things that are optimized better for Intel though. Like Premiere Pro I think is more optimized for Intel and like stuff like that. Or is it?
I don't know, but mine does perfectly.
I mean, mine works perfectly too. Like I have an 8700K and it gets the job done, dude. It's 6 cores, 12 threads, and it's like it runs like a dream.
Yeah, I was about to buy AMD stock because they just signed 2 huge multi-billion-dollar deals with PlayStation and Xbox, having AMD CPUs, AMD graphics cards in the next generation of consoles. How huge is that?
I mean, to be fair, I mean, well,
that's insane.
AMD's always like consoles have always used AMD like CPUs and GPUs like pretty much like forever, or at least for the last like few generations, or at least the Xbox One and the PS4. Like I don't think consoles have ever really used like Intel stuff. And also, wait, I heard aren't like Apple computers like aren't they like switching over from Intel to AMD?
Yep. Because it's cheaper and it's faster.
So, and obviously Apple computers are still going to be super overpriced. So they'll just keep all that extra money. Yeah, boy, Apple.
$700 Apple wheels.
The Apple tax.
$700 Apple wheels for your $15,000 desktop computer.
That's insane. That's actually genuinely insane. Like I don't think I would ever like. The only Apple thing I would ever buy would be like maybe I would get an iPhone, or maybe I would get like a MacBook Pro, but I would never buy like a desktop Mac. If I'm gonna get a desktop, I'm gonna go with a PC, dude, because you can build a much more powerful computer for a fraction of the price. Yeah, and like there's no real benefit of using Apple other than the fact that the Apple ecosystem. But I don't really like the Apple ecosystem too much. Like I'm not a huge fan of it. So I don't like with iTunes. iTunes is so like ugh. I hate iTunes when it comes to music because it's so like locked off and you have no control over anything. You don't really own any.
I mean, you can add music.
I mean, you can add music and stuff, but like, it's just. I like my phone because I can literally just drag music into the music folder and boom, it plays. Like, and there's well, I'm assuming Apple probably also has like third-party apps for music, but does it? Wait, actually, does that? Do iPhones have third-party apps for music, or is it just like you have to listen through like the built-in app?
No, you have Spotify.
Okay, oh yeah, Spotify and stuff like. But actually, on my phone,
have all those. You have YouTube Music.
I mean, on my phone, I use a thing called Power Amp to listen to music because it has a lot of like really powerful like equalization features and stuff, and it can make the music sound way better.
What?
Yeah, I use that over like the default like Samsung like Galaxy like music app. At least when it comes to like music on my phone. Anyways, so I want to move on to the next topic.
Yeah, what are you going to be doing?
Basically, so I guess the next part of the stream is just kind of like we'll have Turbo's Corner and then we'll have Bopbop's Corner. So we'll just talk about like what we've been doing like the last week, or what things have been going on recently, and like what we have planned for the future in terms of content. So I guess in the last week I have had a very productive week. Basically, so I uploaded. Oh God, what did I even upload? Let me go to hold on. Let me check my channel real quick. Because I'm actually I have a horrible like short-term memory.
Yeah,
okay,
you can't remember anything.
Dude, I literally can't. I don't know why I can't. I've always had problems remembering stuff, but Okay, so last week I uploaded a video on how to get free CS:GO skins. That video was actually pretty dope. It was like basically it was on a video on a site where you can like do surveys and like watch videos and stuff for free CS:GO skins. So you know it's similar to a lot of other like because I've made. Do you guys remember back in the day? You guys remember Earn Venture? It's pretty much exactly the same as that site, but it's a different site. Like it's a newer site that's still up. So I made that video. That actually had a pretty good response, but it ended up getting demonetized. And actually, fun fact. Oh, hold up. Fun fact, that site, it had a roulette section, but they ended up removing it. So the roulette thing is gone on the website, which I feel like is definitely a plus. It definitely makes it a lot better because like if there's a site where you can like earn free CS:GO skins, adding gambling to it just kind of ruins it in my opinion. Kind of like ruins the like it just makes it worse. So they removed it luckily, which is awesome, and I'm super happy they did that. Anyways, though, on top of that too, I made a video on Astralis's CS:GO inventory. That video got 60,000 views. Like that was absolutely insane. And then actually today I published a video on the world's cheapest CS:GO loadout. It's basically under $2 and it includes pretty much every single skin in the game, with the exception being there's no knives and there's no gloves because there's no such thing as a $2 knife or $2 gloves. Like they're too damn expensive. So I did that, and then I guess in the next week I'm gonna be probably this weekend sometime. I'm going to upload the case opening. Oh yeah, by the way, so I want to also announce this as well. So big massive thank you to Free Skins. So basically the reason why I accepted that sponsorship was to basically get skins so I could give back to the community. So by the way, Soger, thank you for the 5-month resub. Yo, thank you, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Anyways, so I got a sponsorship from them so I could basically, you know, get some skins to give back to you guys. So what we're doing is at 75,000 subs, we're going to be doing a Karambit Talon. No, not a Karambit. I was going to say Karambit Talon knife. We're doing a Karambit lore field tested giveaway. So a super insane skin. It's $550 US. So it's the most expensive giveaway we've ever done by far. And it was only possible because obviously of the sponsor. So big, massive thank you to them for making it possible. So that's kind of why I did that. And all I have to do in return is just, I just have to put like, you know, I have to put a couple like 30-second ads in, I guess, one video a week for a couple weeks. And then boom, there we go. And as long as you guys support the site and as long as you guys use code TURBO, they'll basically continue to sponsor me in the future and we'll be able to do more stuff like that in the future, which I think is awesome. So I'm kind of glad I got a sponsorship to help with content, giveaways, like events and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I got the case opening planned. I'm going to be doing a video on Team Liquid's inventory pretty soon as well. Also, I want to do the best like animal kind of themed inventory. And oof, I just have a lot of cool stuff in the works. But I'm not going to announce everything right now because like there's just too many ideas floating through my head and I don't know like what I'm going to like follow through on. But 100% the videos I just stated, those are videos that I'm working on. So anything in your world, Bopbop?
Other than just streaming, I'm trying to get my name changed from Leroy IT to
Bopbop.
Yeah, to Bopbop something. I can't even get it to Bopbop because I'm not partnered, nor do I have any connections to Twitch. So if anyone watches this and is a fan of the podcast for the first time, it's a random person that just knows someone in Twitch. I want the name Bopbop. No one's used it for like 5 years. So
somebody help this man.
Yeah, I kind of want it. They won't give it. But yeah, it's probably gonna be Bopbop something in it. Something personal to me. The after letters. It's not gonna be numbers because numbers look kind of bad. So it's gonna be after letters like Turbo Motion Z, probably Bopbop Z. I don't know. Bopbops.
Beep beep.
So yeah, I've been last couple weeks I've been playing Valorant. You know, I've been doing very good. I got to Immortal 3 peak. I'm at Immortal 2 now because I kind of deranked. I kind of got pooped on by Shroud. I only got 4 kills. I was very scared, but I forgot I'm good at the game. That I don't need to play like a PP.
If I played against Shroud, dude, I wouldn't get a single kill. I would be like crapping my pants the entire time.
I mean, he didn't do good. He didn't do good. He went like 7 and 12.
But I mean, like playing with Shroud though, like he's just like everyone knows him as like the best gamer in history. So I think most people would be scared playing against him.
I mean, yeah, now I know that I just have to remind myself that I'm playing at the same level he does. Yeah, I killed Shroud twice. Yeah, so I'm just sitting there
let's
like,
go. Half your kills were against Shroud. Good shit. Good job, man.
Thanks. So yeah, other than that, before that, I played against Hiko. I did popped up. I chopped 26 kills against Hiko.
That's awesome, man.
So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, I was taking off. I was really good. I'm pretty good at games like Counter-Strike, Valorant. I've been doing that a lot. I'm just good at games. Dude, that's the only thing I'm like I can really talk about, be good at. 'Cause I don't do YouTube. I don't do like Turbo. I don't have like giveaways or a 75,000 subscriber giveaway with a
75,000
Karambit
Karambit Lore giveaway. Woo, on Gleam.
On Gleam. And he's only a couple thousand subscribers away. If you guys go subscribe,
I mean
you guys are watching.
we're like 8,600 or something, so it's gonna be a while. But I mean, I put 2 months on the giveaway, so that should be enough.
Yeah. But yeah, I just been Valorant streaming every day. I average about like, I got a nice little semi raid from Summit stream supporting me.
Yeah, and, you had more viewers in one stream than I've ever had in the history that I've streamed on Twitch.
I'm at like 3 subscribers now, 3 subs, 3 or 4.
I mean, that's awesome, man. I mean, hey,
average like 1 a stream, so it's been pretty good. I just got affiliate.
Dude, let's go! Congratulations, man.
One of your subscribers named Vin gave me 55 bits, and he's the #1 bit donor.
Our boy Vinny from the Discord.
Vinny. So,
yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. I really have not much going on in my life right now. I mean, I'm hoping in the future I'll just be streaming more. We're hoping to get Valorant rank this week coming up. I'm hoping I still get Hackusated because it does create more like clout.
It's more content for you.
Yeah, some more content for me.
You just need to make that video, bro. I swear it'll blow up, dude. It'll blow up. Most likely.
I need someone to edit for me. I need to pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
My Twitch is LAROIIT.
You want to link it in the chat?
LAROIIT. Yeah, I'll just say something.
Yeah, just say something in the chat. And everyone, make sure to go follow him on the old Twitter or on the old Twitch. Do you want to also like link your YouTube as well?
Nah.
I mean,
it's in the links. It's in my Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll put when we upload this on YouTube, I'll put all the links in the description. So guys, just if you're watching this in the form of the YouTube video, just scroll down. All the links should be down there.
Yeah.
Can't believe I've been sub for 6 months. That's crazy. Thank you for being sub for 6 months, man. Feels like last week I watched you for the first time.
Give me 1 second. I'll be back.
Okay.
My brother wants to ask me a question. He just texted me. So I'll be right back. You can entertain them with your future endeavors with this. Just give them like some good insight.
Yeah, I'll do that. I got this, bro. I got this. All right. Welcome everyone to the Turbo Show. I'm Turbo. If you haven't, we've been talking for the last hour and 40 minutes, and I'm just over here all by myself trying to delay the inevitable, trying to buy some time until Bopbop gets back. So we're just chilling. So what's up, chat? How are you guys doing today? Get followed? Oh no, you followed me. No, what am I gonna do? Oh, actually, that's a good thing. So like kind of my history with podcasting. So I've done a couple podcasts in the past, but I've never made it past the first episode. I always did like 1 episode and then we just kind of stopped just because of a lack of motivation. But I feel like this time, like today was a lot of fun and the support was absolutely insane. It was way better than I was expecting. So thank you guys for watching our first show. I genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Hey, heart you guys, all right? I don't know how to do the heart thing, but heart you guys. I literally can't do it. My hands are just, ugh. But yeah, we're gonna be doing this every single week. We want to preferably do it every Wednesday at around 5 p.m. EST. But obviously, since Bopbop does compete in Valorant, we might have to switch it up a little bit. And we might have to like change the day or change the time. But we'll be sure to let you guys know on Twitter. By the way, Twitter is probably where we're gonna have like a majority of the updates. I mean, I can also let you guys know on Discord too. So we got some cool stuff. Anyways, so. Like do you watch pro games like Road to Rio? Not really. I mean, when I have a chance I do, but I don't really have too much of an opportunity to watch like stuff like that. But I definitely like to like when I have time. But I mean, usually when those matches happen, like I'm always streaming or I'm always working on a video and I don't have the time to do it. So I try to catch like the highlight videos afterwards. I don't watch any of this. It's kind of funny. I like to compete, but I don't like watching pro. So like I love watching pros. I like watching your stream too because I've learned so much just by watching you play the game. I like to. I mean, because I think I know. Well, in Valorant, I know more than what other people would know. Like, because I practice. Like, there's a bit different. So I like researching videos. Like Counter-Strike. If I played since the beginning, I wouldn't watch anyone. But I had to watch some pros because you learn new strats. Like I mean, you can't deny. You watch people, you learn new things. But pros, I don't know. Counter-Strike pros are like a bit different to me. I don't know why. It just isn't that fun for me because I compete next to them. Or I'm not really next to them, but like I try to be there with them. So I don't like to think that I'm under them. Yeah. Maybe that's why I don't watch them. But yeah, you can learn a lot from pros. So. I've been out of water for like the last 40 minutes and I'm so thirsty. Do you mind if I just go grab some water real quick? Yeah, go for it. I'll talk about you lead the show. You do your thing and I'll be back. Gotcha. So yeah, I compete in Valorant and I don't really know when tournaments. What is he doing?
The Turbo's, if you guys are just listening and not watching, Turbo literally is the awkward child. Um, taking over. Yeah, it's my own podcast now. No, so what happens is for the schedule to be so like awkward, Wednesday seems like a good day because I don't know, it just seems like the middle of the week and everyone has to be free. I mean, it's Wednesday. You don't do much on Wednesday. Like there's early release Wednesdays for school, so kids can watch on their way to school, on the way back home. Wednesday was a good day because I compete in Valorant and I don't actually know when tournaments actually happen because they're all a bit random right now. So I'm telling to get my team or my future team to understand that this is what's going to happen. And then Wednesdays are my day off. So yeah, and I told my mom not to bother me for the next 2 hours. I am home because of Corona. I will be moving though in August to a new place. I don't want to say the city. I mean, I could. I go to college in Florida. You can just guess which one. Blah blah blah. And I'll be moving there. You good?
I put it down.
That was loud.
I'm sorry.
So anyone listening, I'm sorry you guys heard that. But yeah, I'm moving to a new place that's going to have gigabyte upload and download.
I'm so jealous.
And it's going to have great internet. It has a rooftop pool.
Oh.
Like on the top floor, rooftop, with a rooftop gym.
That's the biggest flex.
And sauna. And has a VR machine.
Whatever, bro.
I'm only paying $900 a month. I get full utilities, VR machine, a rooftop pool, a very cute girl at the front desk, and it's pretty fun. I mean, I'm a college guy. I'm sorry. I know I'm not like some mature, like 30-year-old guy that runs a podcast. So we're gonna have sometimes we're gonna relate to like the younger guys. You know,
we're just gonna mess around. Yeah. Like, what's up? What's up, fellow gamers? What up, fellow people?
You sold it to me. The cute girl at the front desk. Now the VR machine's really cool though. Like it has baseball. There's a football kicking. There's golf. There's shooting, like gun games. Yeah. So it's really cool. Like yeah, it's something like that, but it's like a whole room.
Is it like a Vive? No. Oh, it's a whole room. But
yeah. Like it's a whole like 20 by not 20. It's like 15 by 15. No, it's probably 20 feet by 20 feet square.
I'm just gonna leave this on my head for the rest of the stream.
It might be like 25 by 25. I don't really know. When I walked in, you can fit like 30 people in there, like watching you.
That's crazy.
So yeah. Other than that, over there, oh yeah, they have like different board games. They have a cooking area. They have a large parking garage.
It's not gonna fall. Don't worry. I got this. I
want to get one so bad, bro. I can't wait. Maybe this podcast takes off and we can just get a VR for me. Oh, dude, that'd be insane. Like a sponsor by Vive.
Okay, I'm just gonna take this off. This is a disaster waiting to happen.
$800 breakage right there.
You know what's funny though? When I got it, it was like 1,100 Canadian dollars, and then like 3 months later, it dropped down to like 700. And I was like, bro, if I just waited a couple more months, I could have saved hundreds of dollars on my Vives. But I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is. So, I'm kind of thinking like, I'm really happy with today's show. I think it went really well, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This will be going up, hopefully, well, I don't know when it'll be going up on YouTube, but it'll be going up on YouTube pretty soon. So just look out for that, and I'll be sure to notify you guys on Discord and Twitter and stuff. And yeah, so I think we should probably like we should have a couple like closing remarks, and then we should wrap it up and then do the post show.
I have a couple.
All right.
Just been, we're new to this podcasting. I understand that. I haven't really watched any podcasts, so this is all gonna be like just me talking, I guess. Like, 'cause that's all I know about podcasts is just me being me.
I mean, that's mostly what it is. Just there's like some host who just runs it, and then there's like, and then everyone else just kind of talks, and the host kind of talks. I don't know, just like this whole like conversation thing.
Yeah, and I want more like sometimes like I kind of want half podcast to be gaming and half like real life.
I want to, you know what I want to start doing? I want to have like segments of the stream where we play games or like have 1v1s or something. That'd be kind of fun. Or we could like play with guests. Or we could play like Uno or something with guests. Oh, that'd be fun.
Or challenges.
Challenges too. Like,
we all buy ghost pepper chips and just like, yeah, it's been a good day.
That'd be kind of fun actually. I'd be down for that. Like, or like ghost pepper jerky or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have any closing remarks? I mean, I think today was good. It was a good day. I only checked the time like twice, and it like teleported from 5 to 6:30.
Yeah, I mean, the time kind of flies by because it's fun. Like, and it just, as long as you're having a good, like, I feel like, like if you're in a conversation, if you're having a conversation that you're really into, like, it really makes the time fly by. Like, genuinely, it really does.
Yeah.
By the way, hey guys, I have a Discord server, so make sure to join if you haven't already. The link is in the description down below, and also type in exclamation point. I don't think the bot even works because it's on sub only mode. So
subscribe.
F in the chat.
Oh gosh.
F in the chat. Can you make exceptions for sub mode or no?
I think you can try to talk to Twitch. If you email them, I think you can try to get Nightbot Unlimited mod in your chat.
I mean, well, I use Stream Element or Streamlabs or Stream Elements. Yeah, I use Stream Elements.
Yeah.
Okay. You can play Jackbox games would be pretty fun. I mean, we could do those on like bonus streams that aren't part of the show as well.
Yeah, Jackbox games. Then people that want to join can say bad words.
Unless you just play it just purely with the hosts or with the guests, and you try to hide like the join code.
Yeah, if it was with chat, then they could just say bad words and
yeah. I mean, but there's ways to do it though. Like we could put a delay on the stream, or like there's things we can do to like stop that from happening.
Yeah.
All right.
So for me.
Anyways, guys, stay simp, stay in motion. This is the Stay in Motion podcast, episode 1. We'll see you guys next week for episode 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment down below with any suggestions or topics or just whatever. Give us constructive criticism. Just do whatever. And thank you guys for watching, and thank you to everyone who came to watch it live on twitch.tv/TurboMotionZ. Anyways, guys, this has been the Stay in Motion podcast, episode 1. I'm Turbo.
And I'm Bopbop. We're the leader simps.
We're the simps. Woo, Simp Nation. and we're out. See you later, guys. Peace.
Stay simping.
Peace.